Hello, welcome everybody to an edition of what we call Brown Box. I'm your host Ryan Harsch.
And I'm Chris LeRoy.
Hi everyone. And on Brown Box, we bring in some of our favorite albums and discuss them. Simple as that. We put them in a box that's brown. So, well, I picked something that was there. It's a band that's a little different, and they're from the same island. And so my pick for this week is The Fall. It's called Perverted by Language. This is a band that started in 1977, came out of Manchester, and they basically broke up when their lead singer, Marky Smith, died in 2017. They made 32 records. They had about the only constant in the band was lead singer and lyricist Marky Smith, who was something of a misanthrope, I guess you could say. He had over 50 people in the band throughout the entire length of the band.
It's worse than the Dangers.
It may be, maybe comparable to. How did I get into The Fall? And I'm into a band called Pavement. And one day someone was like, if you like Pavement, you'll like The Fall, because they do sound a lot alike in some ways. So with this record, you can very much tell, and with a lot of their records, and with this one, it's my favorite right now. But next week it might be a different one that I put on, because there's a lot of variety in what they play. Very much influenced by bands like Can and Captain Beefheart, especially with like that repetitive nature of the music. And so with this one, the first song, it's like a 6-minute song with this repetitive bass line for 6 minutes, and the guitars in the background. And it's amazing. It's you wouldn't think it's so good, but it is.
Yeah.
And just how this kind of band has inadvertently influenced a lot of other bands that came after, how they outlived everybody from that era.
Yeah.
And it's a wonder that they kind of made it as far as they did. But I don't know. What do you know about The Fall? Is there anything...
I have a couple albums of The Fall.
Yeah.
I knew that they've been around forever.
Oh yeah.
So probably was listening to them earlier on in our Danger era, and it was just like another band that, these guys are good.
Yeah.
And they're kind of trippy.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like the Maycons for me, where there's this music that, if you have this one Maycons album, doesn't mean that you've heard them.
Right.
You hear another album and it doesn't sound anything
Exactly.
like it. Probably between the two albums, they sound so dissimilar. I probably forgot that they were the same band.
Sure.
I probably thought that there was something else.
Same singer and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems with a very obvious, Manchester accent. The lyrics are. I mean, the first time you hear them, it's like you're rewarded with repeat listens, because there's a lot of little jokes he makes, and a lot of the language you have to kind of dissect, which is, someone who loves the written word, it's just why I like the band so much, and what they kind of give you. It's very challenging, it's definitely something, if you put on at a party, not everyone's going to stick around for, right?
Well, it could be very useful.
Yeah, if you want to clear the room at the end of the night, or if you want to send someone home, then you definitely put this on. But this particular record, Perverted by Language, it's very, as you can imagine, very wordy in comparison to other records that they've done. But I think it's 1984, if I'm not mistaken. It's a fun record. It's very fun to listen to, very different, and highly recommend this band. If it's not this record, it's any of their other 31 records.
Yeah, but who's counting?
Exactly.